Hello and welcome to another edition of the Young Team, our Motherwell FC save. You join us today as we're going to take on someone that's new to the Scottish Premiership, and that is Ayr United. So it'll be quite interesting to see how their progress has went, how they're looking as a Premiership side. Very rundown of our fixtures since the window shut in that game against St Mirren. And yeah, just a wee general kind of nosy to see how things are going. We are kind of off a back of a few poor results. And another thing that's kind of frustrating me as well is the money we're losing. Like, we're 250k down. But I'm hoping we can maybe pick some of that up with the upcoming game against Celtic. And yeah, I thought the cup run would have brought a bit more money into the club coffers. So, schedule, let's click on. Last time you joined us, we took on St Mirren in a 1-1 draw. We then travelled to Aberdeen, a pretty difficult venue to go to, where we also managed a draw. David Turnbull with the goal for us, and a 1-1 there on a Friday night after Carol McHugh, of course, scored an own goal to give the home side the lead. We then took on Hibernian in a very tricky Betfred Cup quarter-final. Unfortunately, fairly depleted with injuries. We've lost Richard Tate for a good wee while, meaning that Chris Cadden's having to play it right back. And unfortunately, we pushed and we pushed. You know, Hardy was on, Cassidy was on, Scott Thompson was on, the new gen. But the quality of Lawrence Shankland and Harry Chapman gave the visitors progression to the Scottish League Cup semi-finals. Kilmarnock at home was frustrating. Again, really pushing. You see the likes of Cassidy and Thompson getting on again. But it was Eamon Brophy and then a header from Paul McShane of all people giving the visitors the win. A trip to St Johnstone, a team sitting down in 11th place, was always going to be tricky. It's not an easy venue to go to. But the boys turned up and stepped up in the second half. Actually went 2-1 down. We scored first through Ryan Hardy before Bryson and Davidson put the home side 2-1 up. But a great performance in the second half there. 3 goals in quick succession. Ryan Hardy, Anthony McDonald at the back post, and then a Curtis Main header for Tony Watt scored an own goal. I thought it was Peter Hartley's goal, but they gave it to Tony Watt as an own goal. And it was good to get a debut in there as well for Cole Lonsdale, and more action for the likes of Ryan Cassidy and Craig Tanner. So 4 points in the league from 9 since you last joined us, and with that kind of form we are, as you would expect, sitting in 7th place, right in mid-table. Rangers lead with a game in hand over Celtic. Aberdeen, Hibs, St Mirren probably the surprise package thanks to their striker, or not even striker, he's a winger, sorry, Pastrana that they've brought in. The Spaniard's been absolutely flying, and just to show how good he's been, 10 goals and 19 assists in the 2nd Division B1 for the Celta Vigo B team, and he's continued that form with St Mirren. So there you go. So it's us. Ayr have a chance to leapfrog us, or we can get a little bit of a gap between us and them, splitting it to a league of maybe 7 and then the bottom 5. And then you've got Kelly, Dundee, St Johnstone and Inverness bringing up the rear. And another thing never changes, Vanacek still scoring goals. So my team pretty much picks itself at the moment. We're going to be sticking with Long in goals. It's going to have a back 4 of Cadden, Aldred, Hartley and Dunn. So defence is probably somewhere we're going to have to look to start and strengthen in the summer, because Aldred and Hartley are over 30 now. I think Aldred should be 31 by the time we get to the end of the season. Cadden may sell on it. I don't see his future at right back. And Charles Dunn, I like Charles Dunn in real life, but in FM we can certainly do better. McHugh at DM might be someone we look to improve on. Alan Campbell, it's how long we can keep him for. Same with David Turnbull. Anthony McDonald's only going to get better and better, and Hardy and Main up front. And that kind of asymmetric 4-3-3 that I'm playing. But promising things you can see there: 3.5 million, 3.7 million, the value of Turnbull and Campbell. So realistically, I'd be looking at transfer fees of 5-6 million for them, which to a club like Motherwell is just superb. Off the bench, you can see there we're kind of really going youth. Will Ferry, Scott Thompson, the new gen, Ryan Cassidy, Stephen Dowie, our new gen, due to injuries to Ryan Brewster, Richard Tate and Mark Gillespie, the latter two there with some long-term stuff. Richard Tate now just 4 weeks to 2 months due to his hip injury, and I think it's a broken foot, broken lower leg, even worse for Mark Gillespie. And Kel McDonald is a youngster, but he is here just on versatility reasons, really, to be honest. So that's how we're lining up. If we've just got to go to tactics screen, you'll see there 4-3-3 lopsided. Try to be positive, trying to attack teams. But you can see Dunn and Cadden not natural fullbacks. So we'll crack on against Ayr. We'll see what kind of challenge this brings us. Could be really, really interesting to see what they can do here. Ross Stewart ineligible, so that's the youngster reset name, and they're missing Andy Murdoch as well. So I don't know how to take this because I've not really paid too much attention to them, so maybe a lack of respect by me, but you can see there, Ross Laidlaw in goals, got a youngster, a new gen Craig at the back, Liam Smith at right back. Interesting midfield there, you've got Luke McCormick on loan from Chelsea, Ryan Dow on the left, Declan McDade on the right, and you've got Chris Doolan and Alan Forrest up front, of course the brother of James Forrest on the bench. Certainly some decent options there. Craig Moore, former Motherwell youngster. I think that's Daniel Harvey, formerly Aberdeen as well. So there's options, and it's just up to us to be professional here and yeah, carry on for that last game and hopefully get another fantastic performance. I always find it interesting. It's got, you know, just like two walls there. Is the benchies at Fir Park, because I certainly don't really have that. But that is what it is. So hopefully we can just get in here, positive mindset, attacking mindset, dominate the game, a lot of chances, and hopefully just assert our dominance against a side that is just promoted to the Scottish Premiership. But it is weird being back in an era now where Ayr constantly get promoted. You're probably getting back to probably Champ 4. It was the last time Ayr were constantly coming up in the first couple of seasons. So long ago that they used to have, I'm pretty sure the main man at the time was Gary Teal. So whenever Gary Teal was there, that's when it was. So good chance there. Curtis Main on the rebound. And a lopsided 4-3 free works. Hit them in the counter attack. Unlucky for Ryan Hardy. And Curtis Main scoring again. He actually had a news item that was worried about his lack of goals. But 2-2 now for the big Englishman. And he's someone that's for some reason worth 2 million, and I don't particularly see many people paying 2 million for a guy that has 9 finishing in game. But good target, man. Turnbull with a free kick, just over. So, no, that's convincing. We are having a lot of chances. Turnbull another free kick, great save from the keeper, and Main's offside. A lot of the chances, couple clear cut, probably even in terms of possession, but we've really restricted our visitors to just the one shot. So here's McDade with the corner. And they've got a penalty part. A handball by Peter Hartley. This is what you don't want when they have one chance and then their second chance they score. Alan Forrest puts it by George Long, and Ayr United are back in the game. A bit of madness there from Peter Hartley. You wouldn't expect that from one of your experienced hands, but Football Manager likes to do that to you. So that's a bit disappointing there. Drops us down to 7th place. So we'll see the boys. I think you can. I think we have been playing well. We have been the better team. The good thing is, if Ryan Hardy struggles at 6.5 to about 60 minutes, you've got that option of bringing on Ryan Cassidy, and it's another striker that's probably hungry to get his first proper chance. A good run out, so I might even make it as early as 55. Give Murray a chance. In fact, yep, let's do it. So first up, Hardy off, and Cassidy on. You're wondering why I play more over to the left. The reason is to basically give that space to McDonald, so that's down to wonders why I do a lot of asymmetric stuff like that does. Don't know, I just feel it as a factor. I like it can open up space for people, so I always have like a striker over to the side, even if it's somebody I feel is cutting on to their more natural foot. Like I used to play a lot with Steve Mooney on one side, just because it was giving one winger a lot of space on the other side, but it was giving him a chance to just properly just wallop the ball. So we're going to make a more aggressive change here. So it will be a change seeing McDonald coming off, and he'll be replaced by Craig Tanner, and Craig Tanner's actually going to play as a 10. And I'll keep it at that, but I'm looking at probably sacrificing McHugh or Campbell, and we'll see probably another striker on. So we'll go attacking. That sub will probably not take place till the last 10 minutes. I don't like changing the style of play. I feel the style of play has worked for me a lot in FM, this Gegenpress, so I do feel quite reluctant to move away from it. So, Campbell off, Scott Thompson on. and just push McHugh a bit further forward. So it is going to mean a very lonely midfield there for Davy Turnbull and Karen McHugh. Make sure you are a ball winner. Bend. What I'm going to do as well is Chris Cadden, just get you bombing forward as a complete wing back. You're going to leave us a wee bit exposed on the right hand side, but we really need to go for it. Especially if this Dow free kick ends up in, just over the bar, or possibly just wide, could get a good angle. But this is where we need to push. It's not a great result against Ayr. They certainly came into it more in the second half. Kerr looking for Dow. Here's Harvey. Dow, this is hopeful we can win the ball and launch a good counter. Moore, McDade's got plenty of space. Charles Dunn, what are you doing? He's giving him so much space, and then he takes the shot. Deflection off Charles Dunn, and pretty much everything I said pre-match, that Charles Dunn was someone we'd probably look to replace at one point, because he's just a good covering centre back in my opinion, but I've never really had a better left back yet at Motherwell. So overall, very disappointing. Ayr leapfrog us in his 7th place, and that would have been a good opportunity to go ahead of Hearts into 6th and try and cement a solid position in the top 6 and heading forward. We see ourselves 8th and in a pretty average position with some pretty difficult games coming up as well. So we might see a bit of a wee rest for Charles Dunn. My worry as well is Davy Turnbull is constantly fatigued after matches, so he's sitting at 70%. Just over 73, no, they're 73%. It's just worrying, and that's him after 6 days rest, because we've gave him rest while it's been an international break, and he's not been away, so worrying. But I'm still optimistic. 8th place isn't great, and I'm trying to remember the board actually want us to finish top half, so we still need to try and get in 6th place. It's not going to be easy, but the job certainly won't be in jeopardy anytime soon. But if we keep up like this, you never know. But it's one for the learning. You can see there just an inside forward winger, effectively, that's come in, completely done Charles Dunn, no pun intended. And yeah, we'll probably look at that debut then, or the first start at least for Cole Lonsdale. Not amazing, but if you look at Charles Dunn, naturally a centre back, rapid, but just there's a few mentals that kind of maybe just lacking focus. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep optimistic. End of the day, it is going to take us a good couple of seasons to shape the team into a title winning side. Let's be honest, in real life, it's something that's never going to happen. But in here, you could probably shape up in about 5-6 seasons. At least I did the last time. We just get a bit lucky in the loan market, a couple of good frees become available, we can certainly look to do that. But it's all depending on interest in Hardy. There's any interest that pops up for Turnbull, Campbell and Cadden, because you could be looking at easily £7-8 million worth of transfer fees, and that's when you can start to make a wee dent on bringing those players in that can make a difference. But trust the process, as Joel Embiid said, and that is certainly what we'll do. So as I say, fixtures coming up, tricky. Hearts away, Celtic at home, Rangers away. Really, we need to have a spectacular end to the month of November, and that month of December is going to be massive. Again, for some reason, I can't even blame the game, because it's something that real life would do as well. I think it's 8 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 league games in the 1 month. So that December is pretty much going to make or break a lot of teams' seasons, and we just have to be on it. So I'll probably write off the next 3 games, but I'm hoping Inverness can kickstart something, and hopefully it can turn into a memorable season, and we can maybe make a few acquisitions in January, which can push us on in the second half of the season. So that's it for this episode. Cheers for watching, it's much appreciated. If you did enjoy the episode, give us a wee thumbs up. Any comments, deeply appreciated, and hopefully we'll fulfil Richard Tate's promise of a qualification for a Continental Championship within 2 years' time. Bit disappointed as well, he's only worth 350k considering you can usually sell him for $1 or so that's worrying. But it is what it is. But anyway, cheers for watching, much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, and at this time of recording it is the last day of the season, but no doubt we're in the middle of the summer now, so all I'm going to say is can we hurry up and get to the Betfred Cup. So cheers for watching, take it easy, and see you all real soon. Bye bye.